white-skinned Englishman. I think.
I'll let you in, no worries.
And Irishmen and Scotsmen, of course. Let them come in. Also, when the driver realised that we did not want to be necessarily close to the big city, he headed south to Sutherland Shire, which took us to Cronulla. Went through the main street and into Green Park, which had the sand and the surf and the sun. Found a 2-bedroom unit overlooking the park and beach, and it was a great relief for us all to find, to be able to relax for a few days and plan our next move in what was to be our future life in Australia. We lived in Cronulla for about a year, where Andrea and Dina were able to settle in school. I was able to establish a regular income. I did this by buying a 15-ton tip truck with a contract for permanent work, and therefore a good living income. By driving the truck myself and doing all the maintenance and repairs, I was able to purchase another truck and put it to work on the extra business I had obtained. Several more months passed by, and we were in a position to put a deposit down on our own house in Miranda, just a few miles inland from Cronulla. And this became our permanent residence for a number of years.
There we go. That's recording again.
Interruptions, don't worry too much.
No, I just paused it.
Yeah.
Not at all.
What page we're on?
We're up to. You're up to this one.
Yeah. A few to go yet? Oh, yeah.
You bet.
4
4.
4 or 5 anyway. Right. Throughout the following years, the children progressed at school and were able to purchase a beachfront block at Kiama Downs, which is about an hour's drive south of Miranda, just north of Kiama itself. A few months later, we built a house there in white brick and of Spanish style to give it that Mediterranean look.
Do you remember the address?
I think Andrea might have that. At North Kiama Downs Road. It was right opposite the toilet. They built a toilet in front. We moved away. No, I think they've eliminated. Someone told me they knocked the place down and built a double story because it's in such a good position, overlooking the bay, and Sydney was getting crowded. It's only an hour's drive from Miranda. Forget that. It was being worth something, but no more than any other house, you know. Both Andrea and Dina decided to take up nursing as a profession. and a weekender became a place of study as well as relaxation for the whole family. When I reached the age of about 55, I decided to sell the tip truck business and went into the lighter work of wholesale distribution. That's food distribution. At the age of 60 in 1983, we decided it was time to retire. Andrea and Jeff had formally decided to move up to Byron Bay area, where they both had their qualifications. This they did. They both became qualified about the same time.
So Jeff was a plumber.
Yeah.
And Andrea was
a nurse. Yes. This they did and had no trouble in getting full-time work, which enabled them to buy a piece of land at Kurbal, a few miles from Byron Bay. After getting married, they started to build a house whilst living in a large caravan there. Meanwhile, Dina and Paul, who lived in Sydney area, studying and working, had Dana born to them, and later Hilda and I decided to sell our Miranda and Kama houses. This done, we moved north to Ocean Shores, where we bought a suitable block of land with ocean and rural views. Hilda and I discussed and planned our ideal home. That's one at Belgreen Crescent, remember it? And after it was built in early 1984, we moved in to 3 Belgreen Crescent. Mia had been born to Andrea and Jeff in 1983, and in May 1984, Shannon was born to Dina in Sydney. It took several months to settle in our new home and get the gardens established. And the following year, Dina and Paul decided to come and join the rest of the family in the Byron Bay Shire, and at the beginning moved into our home with Hilda and I don't suppose you remember that.
Yeah.
No, you do.
I do.
Yeah. Oh, they were very young.
We were driving up in the combi.
Yeah. Those are the days. Paul started a herbal medicine business in Austinville, and they moved into a house there, and it was here that Jasmine was born in 1989. I don't know where Brie came in.